All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cares for You of Western Pennsylvania Top Cheese Summer Hockey League. Live from beautiful Barrel Ice Complex as a shot tickles the twine and finds the back of the net. It's Gouda out to an early 1-love advantage. So we're going to give you audio and video as long as we can, as we did a game earlier, so we're running a little bit out of battery life here. So do the best we can to bring you audio and video. We should be good video-wise, but if we start to lose the audio on you folks, I apologize for that, as we've got to stop and hold. I believe that's done in net right now for Gouda. Try to get above this glass for you here, folks. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. So I might not be able to keep the scoreboard as up to date, but I'm giving you a better picture, so. As Gouda works it into the offensive zone. Working around behind, a little stop and start action. Digging it out. Firing one that's blocked. All the way to the corner to be cleared up to the blue line, but not out. Second tries. Able to come through. That was Goldberg popping it to center for Asiago before being retaken by Gouda. And I keep calling him Gouda, but there's only two kids from the team actually here, as some summer plans have shortened the roster. So a special thank you to everybody throughout the Top Cheese, the Care for You of Western Pennsylvania Top Cheese Summer League, for filling in and bringing and grabbing an extra game. As here comes Armstrong up the right. Cutting to the middle, just outside of his reach before it's gathered in. I believe that's Lenicky for Asiago. A little drop feed. And on the pressure, as up ice flies Voigt. Voigt winds from the high slot and sends a twisted wrister past the blocker side to even this one at 1. Face-off controlled by Gouda as they work it out. And also take a moment to let you know something special here today before we lose audio. We got guest coaches today working with Gouda. Out to the early lead, but currently tied. We have Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker is the captain of Trinity Pauling Prep School, where he excels not just in hockey, but also academics. He is on the dean's list. He is known for his playmaking ability from the wing. He played his youth hockey at Penn's Elite with the brother of his co-coach, Ty Voigt, and then went to the Florida Alliance before moving to Trinity Pauling Prep. He's currently been drafted by the Kitchener Rangers in the Ontario Hockey League and will be playing in the BCHL next season. Joining him on the bench, Lear Voigt. He's a 2015. He spent his last 2 seasons at North Star Christian Academy. He's planning on Gilmore Prep School, and he's also been invited to the Sarnia camp and 2 NAHL mains. Best known for his skating ability, despite the lack of a parent who's able to skate like he is. He's able to overcome the poor skating of his father, Mark Voigt. No, the Voigt boys have a bit of an advantage when it comes to skating. If you've ever seen their dad, who also is the coach of the 2010 Vengeance team, giving him a little chirp. So Dunwood squared up to the puck. A nice pad save, and the rebound cleared by Gouda. Asiago to the corner to pick it up. Back to the point. Nice low to high action. As it's tossed across, winding and firing to the glove hand of maybe the second best goaltender name in hockey behind the squish tender, Diesel Dunn. But battled for him behind. Worked out in front, cleared but not out by Gouda. Spinning in the high slot, lifting one towards the net. That's blocked, knocked out of the air. And up comes Gouda with the WVU jersey on. That's Nenevisa to the offensive zone. Also to take a second to introduce you to the Hunt brothers. The Hunt brothers are coaching Team Asiago today. They're both in town at the Optimum Edge Academy. Bronson, the older brother, by all of 2 minutes. And Tanner. Both boys played at Mount St. Charles before spending their last 2 seasons with Lear Voigt at North Star Christian Hockey Academy. They're both working hard in order to secure Division I hockey scholarships and are also known for their ability to make plays as forwards. So what an opportunity for these top cheese players to learn from some excellent prep school hockey players here, coaching them on the bench. A centering feed comes back to the point for Gouda. A one-timer kicked out by Darren Riley. Crashing down the boards is Gouda to keep it in. There's an activated F3 in the form of Nenevisa. Working for, wait, that's not Nenevisa. Is that, I'm not sure who that is. I didn't get a chance to grab jersey information, and so I'll tell you who I know when I know him. Voigt weaves into the offensive end before having it taken away from him. And a 1-on-3 there. This is kicked to the outside, sent cross ice. There's Armstrong with a shot, and a blocker saving it, Andy. Riley with the save as it's controlled by Gouda at the point. Weaving in, firing one high and wide. It'll make its way out of the zone to be gathered in by Ike at center. Ike, usually on Asiago's team, was nice enough to accept a trade as they had 13 skaters and Gouda was down to 2, supplemented by 6 subs and 2 kids willing to come over, Luke Ionessa and Connor Ike. So thanks to those boys. We also want to mention our broadcast partners, at the Rochester Inn. Head down to the Rochester Inn for a cold pint and some fantastic food. I'm a big fan of the wings and also a big fan of karaoke night. I saw one of the best Neil Diamond karaoke's of all time at the Rochester Inn. Dude had a glittered shirt and all. It was fantastic. I was supremely jealous of his ability to pull off some Neil Diamond. And he had a repertoire, let me tell you. We've got a power play here, and that power play brought to you by Branco Greenhouses. Talk about a timely ad there. Branco Greenhouses between Evans City and Butler. Now is a perfect time to head there to get your spring and summer flowers. Branco Greenhouses, our power play partner. Gouda on the power play. And an offside play as Armstrong beat the puck into the zone. So the faceoff will come outside of the Asiago zone. Gouda on the power play. The Branco Greenhouse power play. As it'll be Voigt breaking free, cutting in off the side of the cage, and crashing in is the Gouda defender. Wedged up to the line, not out. And it looks like we're gonna have another Branco Greenhouse power play here. And on the onside play comes Gouda. Weaving inside, outside shot there. Rebound bounces over Armstrong. Stick will gain control along the boards. And we'll get a whistle and a stop in play for the penalty call. We get a rough. That's McGruff, the crime dog's favorite penalty, roughing. Out comes a breakout pass. On the PK, dumping it deep are the boys of Asiago. Rimmed around and taken it center before being picked off on what will be called an offside play. We banked off the boards before being picked off. That in the form of ice, feeding it up off the stick of a forward and sent cross ice. Gathered in and put deep by Gouda. Gouda weaving out in front, shot kicked aside by Riley. Rimmed up high and we may have a short-handed break. Into the offensive zone comes Asiago, and it'll get off the pad and done and wide. Up the outside and battled for. It'll be taken over by Gouda. Swipe that by Voigt. Voigt wearing the Jager 68. I like it. Weaved back into the middle, and a shot in on Riley is gloved and held. 10:41 to play in the first half. A 1-1 contest between Asiago and Gouda here on Cine TV. You can find us citytv.com. You're obviously on YouTube where you're watching us now. Make sure you subscribe below. Hit the subscribe button, folks. Hit the subscribe button below. As we're bringing you as much as this as we can with audio until the audio dies. Once it's gone, I'll try to crank up the sound on the camera so you'll still be able to hear a little bit. Here comes Armstrong in the left, centering feed, tapped in, and there's Riley to say no. Back to the point for a shot. Kicked out and gathered in. Here comes Asiago, weaving into the offensive zone, cutting outside, inside, and kicking the rebound out is Diesel Dunn. We carried up the right wing side, supported by Lowarchuk, kicked further by Armstrong. It'll be Lowarchuk getting control, stepping out, firing, and it's crossbar action. As Big Ben strikes one, popping free comes Asiago. Can they get it through on net? It'll come off the side of the cage. Centering feed, gathered in and cleared by Gouda. It'll be, is that maybe Anderson, I think. Weaving through, crossovers inside, outside, forcing the D to adjust before firing one just off the side of the cage. Armstrong unable to clear, now it's Nanavisa's turn. Nanavisa finding a streaking Gouda. A shot kicks off of a skate and just to the short side. Gathered in and sent back to the point for the Nanavisa shot. Off the pad, off the stick, and gathered in by Asiago. Twisting behind the cage. Leaving a nice drop pass. I think that's Leneke with the cross ice feed. Gathering it in, looking for Void and offside play. We'll bring the face-off outside of the Gouda zone. 1-1 action here. The care of Western Pennsylvania Top Cheese Summer League. On Cine TV, make sure you subscribe below. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're going to get better at posting what games we're going to cover. Just some last-minute planning here to get the information out. So that'll be your main spot to find the info. You can find it on YouTube when we schedule it. You can also find it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. CineTV.com. Another great resource for you. You can find the games available there. Battled for in the corner. And out with it comes Asiago. Up the wing. Knocked away and cut off, but they'll gather it back before Gouda will regroup in their own end and D-to-D play. Nice deception. Faking one way, gathering it back in, and escaping behind the safety of the net before being put under pressure as it's wedged up the wall. Trying to work it to the middle before being swiped away, but they can't clear as Asiago will keep it at the blue line. Once, twice, three times a lady, they're able to get it out the center all the way to the Asiago end, where it's taken away by Anderson. Up for Zachi. Zachi to Villela. Villela with a tap pass to Goldberg. Up to the blue line where it's off the stick of Nanavisa. Swiping as he walks in and a pad save by Dunn. To Goldberg, a centering pass that eludes everybody and comes to the far side to be dumped further. It'll be tracked down there, a battle along the wall. That's Villela working against somebody else in a West Virginia, New Jersey. Not Nanavisa. As it's carried around behind, centering pass, bouncing puck cleared away by Anderson. Stepping into it though for Gouda for a shot. Blocked once, twice, and it's there for the rebound. Tap, tap, taparoo. Johnny on the spot. Play at the right side of the Gouda net. Rebound kicks free. It is slung into the cage. That's Gouda takes the lead. Voigt will gather it in and drive the outside. Protecting behind, stopping and starting. Thrown back out in front, where it's gathered in, but only to center as it's picked back up by Asiago. In on Dunn. Shoulder save that time as it's cleared cross ice. Weaving through the middle. Sending a cross ice feed. Picked up and into the zone. Tapped a nice bump feed to the outside. Drop pass to create some space. Along the boards we battle. I think that's Kriticky. Caleb sends it over to the other Caleb. And that's Nenavisa with a shot. First half action here. 2 halves here in the Top Cheese Summer League. 2 halves of play. Pee-wee action. It's Gouda. It's Asiago. And the faceoff is in the Asiago end, controlled by Gouda. A play up the boards looking for the defense. Read well and picked off by Goldberg. He's out through center with a cross-ice feed. Picking it up, weaving to the inside. Followed on by Villela with speed down the outside. The traditional defenseman playing a forward role here, able to center one to be tapped in on Dunn, who's equal to the task, covering it up, making the save. And we'll have an offensive zone draw for Asiago. Puck gathered in and sent up through center by Gouda. Picked up by Asiago at center. It'll be Voigt weaving into the offensive end. He's able to maintain control and tap it forward to the corner. A battle along the boards controlled by Gouda. Tap back out in front. Swipe that. And Gouda able to clear. Looking for a sauce. Looking at Armstrong. Couldn't quite connect. It'll be in the corner to be picked up by Voigt. Voigt. Unable to exit the zone as it'll be Lowarchuk getting control and driving behind the cage. Looking. Cuts around one. Weaving through. Sending a nice feed. A shot comes in. Kicked out by Riley. Gathered in by Gouda, so no high stick on the clear. It'll be to the corner. Back to the point. Nana Weissel send it all the way around behind to Armstrong. From behind his cage, Gretzky's office. Now Luarchuk off the boards, controlling before taken away by Asiago. Asiago into the offensive end, tapped behind. Stopping behind the net is Nenavisa. Gonna work it all the way to the corner before reversing it. Asiago unable to get there first. Gouda cuts in front. It'll be Armstrong now with the puck. He goes up off the boards before trying to clear the zone that's held in by Asiago, but only briefly as it'll come back to Zachi in the neutral zone. Tossed in and gathered by Gouda. Nenavisa weaving inside. Tapping it to the outside. And in comes Gouda behind the cage. Possessing and looking. Head up, looking for a feed. Able to find a pass in the middle that's in the feet and cleared by Goldberg. Goldberg up the wing and turned back by Gouda. Gouda weaving in. Getting one towards the net. Puck slapped out for Ike. Ike with a D-to-D pass. Up off a skate, it'll be Goldberg getting control. Driving in right-hand side, flipping it deeper and doing a dump and chase. Gathered by Gouda and reversed. I believe this is Ike. Up ice to a Gouda forward. He's got two teammates and a 3-on-1 with a backside feed that's sent screeching wide to the net by Armstrong. One rebound, now two, all kept out by Riley before a glove save and covered up. Darren Riley. Sweet buttery crumpets, that was a beauty. .37 seconds to play, first period action. It's 2-1. Gouda, exciting. Cares of Western Pennsylvania Top Cheese Summer League. Guess you can't see the battle in the corner because I didn't have the camera pointed at it. Doing the producing, the play-by-play, and camera work. Yours truly, Jeremy Evans. Shot blocked by Voigt. A breakout pass and a Lidstrom-esque knock out of the air by Nanavisa. He'll dump it in behind Riley, who looks to set things up. That horn will tell you it's the end of the first half. We'll be back for the second. Welcome back, everybody. As we are underway, and we missed one. We missed one. We had a quick goal by Asiago while we were making a couple adaptations to the screen there. As you can see, our title sponsor cares for Cares of Western Pennsylvania. Great sponsors of ours here. So we wanted to get their logo up as soon as possible. Now the process, we missed one. Shot in from the outside, skipping wide of Dunn. It'll be gathered in. I think this is Lenicky coming with speed, banking one off the boards. Gouda defending. In their own end as Asiago tries to come to the middle. Gouda will run a breakout, and they're back up ice. Weaving to the outside, stopping, pulling up, finding a trailer right down Main Street. Shot comes in. Dunn says no. Rebound there. And it's tapped by Dunn with the initial save. But rebounds are huge in this one. It's another rebound goal for Gouda. Shot in on Riley, who's equal to the task with the glove. Rimmed around, and out comes Gouda. Centering feed eludes the Gouda forward, picked up by Anderson. Pressured from behind by Armstrong. Worked behind. We might have audio the whole time. We've only used about 7 or 8% there in the recent. As a nice sauce pass. I completely missed it, and unable to score is Armstrong. He caught a beautiful sauce as it's up the wall. Anderson into the offensive end, stopping and looking. Controls behind, where it's knocked away and picked up by Lowarchuk. Lowarchuk through center. He's got Armstrong to the outside as he drives the middle. Takes on Voigt, who sends him all the way to the corner where he tries to center one. It's off the back of the cage, a battle behind the net. Won by Gouda. Gouda to the defenseman, right out, coming down the high slot was Nanavisa for a shot that's gloved by Dunn. Hopefully you can see the fancy logo there. The goaltenders are in black. Gotta check to see if Darren has a jersey. Otherwise, I'll get him one today. The Top Cheese logo there on the jerseys. The orange team in uniform. The goalies with the black jerseys with the camouflage. A lot of that stuff was available because of our great sponsors, like our broadcast sponsor, the Rochester Inn. Our title sponsor, Cares of Western Pennsylvania. Seriously, folks, check out their site, careforyou.org. They do some great work for the adults in our area. It'll be a D-zone draw for Asiago in front of Diesel Dunn. The goalies, so a little bit about Top Cheese Summer League, started 2 years ago. It encompasses the AAA programs in the area. So we'd like to invite those players to play together for the summer. Some high-level hockey while keeping it fun. You can miss that's why the Gouda team is so short-handed, miss for vacations and baseball games and basketball games and everything else. So, players are encouraged to miss for some other stuff, try to keep the costs down, the fun up. cool jerseys and uniforms. Great sponsors to help us do some of that. Also able to bring us some of these great coaches for the kids to learn from. As Voigt possesses the puck for Asiago, trailing by a goal. Sent to the blue line, kept in by Zachy, but only briefly. Up comes Gouda, left wing side, defended by Voigt. Get around him for his centering pass to Luarchuk, who can't get it through. It'll be picked up by Nanavaisa. Nanavaisa in behind. So yeah, predominantly we have Penn's Elite, Vengeance, and S-Mark players from around the Pittsburgh area coming together for the Summer League. You know, good, hard, fun hockey without too much craziness, hopefully. And it's kind of fun to get some new teammates. All the teams are comprised of kids from all the teams in the area. A couple Pittsburgh Predator kids I know are with us tonight. So we try to be inclusive. Give the kids a chance to play. This Pee Wee division expanded by a team to 5 teams. We had so much. I mean, literally our first allotment of spots sold out in less than like 3 hours. We were not expecting that, so that's fantastic. As a shot comes in, Riley makes the first save. I think he made the second one, and the third one careens wide. It'll be Zachy for Asiago in his own end. Skates into a bit of trouble there at center. It'll be Voigt winding it deep. Battled for in the corner. It'll be Gouda. Up the wall. I think that's Krinicky. Caleb out to center. Banked off the boards and brought on by Gouda. Carried up the left wing side all the way to the corner. Tripped up on the play. May have gotten away with one there. And it's ultimately chipped by and brought out the center for a potential 3-on-1. Back checking Gouda, working it in front is Villela. It's up high and off the body. Worked behind the net. Dancing there, 15, almost 16 minutes to play here, second half action. Nanavaisa to the puck, to the middle of the ice. He'll regather it and send it all the way up the center. Tapped across, gaining the zone, trying a toe drag. In about 2 years, that's going to be a potential concussion. As we cut to the middle shooting one. And gathered in by Riley. Offensive zone draw for Asiago. Won by Gouda. Tapped out by Luarchuk, and he's off. It's a 3-on-1. Anderson defending. Winding, firing, and finding the corner is Luarchuk to make it a 4-2 Gouda lead. We might actually make it. I turned everything off that doesn't physically need power at all times. I think the computer sucks a lot of energy, and we've got half the battery left, so you're lucky enough to get to hear me for the rest of the game, most likely. And isn't that exciting for all of you? As it's worked to the corner, it'll be Gouda bringing it out. 14 and a half to play as it's gathered in by Anderson. Defended by Armstrong as it's tapped into the Gouda zone to be picked up there. Weaving around one, sending a pass, looking for Armstrong, picked off by Anderson, firing one that skips wide of the net. Sent back further, Goldberg. Centering pass, there it was, and it's just unable to get it through. Fired out the center to be picked up by Zachy, pressured by Luarchuk. It'll be Anderson gathering it in, finding Voigt. Jaromir Voigt up the right. To the outside for Anderson. His shot as Big Ben strikes one. Catches the crossbar. I think we've seen a couple of those from Asiago today. It'll be Ike through to center. Into the Asiago end for a shot that skips wide. Off a stick, it'll be cleared by Voigt. Off the stick of, I believe, Martin. Faking one way, picking it up. Sending it the other. Battle along the boards. Good support by Gouda in the defensive zone, as it'll be Armstrong coming away. Firing it up the center. Asiago gets control. It's Voigt. Looking for Villela. Villela will gather it in front of the Gouda bench, nudging it forward for Martin. Martin with the pressure. Behind is Nenavisa. Off the boards and just past Caleb coming up the outside. It'll be Nenavisa. Hitting critic up the center. Before gathered in by Voigt in his own end and weaved out the center ice. Using Villela as a screen to gain the offensive end. Looking, firing. That's kicked out by Riley. Now it's a heavy shot coming in the center side. It'll be a face-off just outside the Asiago line. Won by Asiago. Sent forward by Ike. Gathered in and driven in by Krenicki. Turned back for Asiago. Streaking through. Firing one that is off of the goaltender to the corner. Trying to send one back in front. It's swiped to the outside. Kept in by Zachi, but carried out by Gouda. A bouncing puck controlled by Asiago as they break into the offensive zone. Cutting to the middle, weaving through, can't get a shot off as it'll come back out. Bringing it through center. Stopping and starting. Defended by, I believe that's Anderson behind the cage. Worked around by Gouda. That's Nenavisa down deep. It'll be Anderson coming away with it. Up through center. To the left wing side he'll go. It's not going to happen this year, folks. Not going to be able to carry it the whole way through like that. As this one's ultimately turned back by Gouda, but kept in by Voigt. A beautiful cross-ice feed for Anderson. A nice stick-on puck by Nenavisa, and it's kept out by Riley. I think my favorite part is right there. They're protecting their goalie, who also happens to be the other kid's goalie all season long. It's awesome. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Asiago. Gathered in by Gouda. They'll try to break out the right-hand side. Off a pad, but gathered back in. Fired up ice for the stick of Armstrong. It's off the backhand. Sent back by Asiago to be turned back to Armstrong, who sends it to the blue line to be dumped in further by Gouda. Gouda pressuring the Asiago breakout. It'll come off the stick of Armstrong, but Asiago controls. I think that's Leneke into the zone, weaving. He's got a hammer of a shot, and he takes it. It's off the stick of Riley. He's been able to fire a puck since he was like 3 years old. Voigt back to Leneke. Lofting one to the middle. Knocked out of the air by Ike. Couldn't be played by Armstrong because of it. So we'll have a puck bouncing high into the air, into the netting for a whistle. 8:30 to play. Second half action. Asiago trying to stage a comeback. Face off deep into the Gouda zone. Rimmed around for Luarchuk. Luarchuk. Unable to clear. It's kept in by Asiago in front for a deflection that's kicked away by Riley. Gathered in. I want to say that's Foster. Looks like him. And it'll be Luarchuk up, banking one off the boards. Can't get past the stick of Zachi. Zachi, who also has an absolute laser, looks for Foster. Can't connect, and back comes Nanavisa. Nanavisa to Armstrong, able to tap, or to Anderson, able to tap it past him, but Anderson will recover and regain control, skating behind the net and starting the breakout up to Foster. Foster off of a shin pad, kept in by Gouda, gathered by Anderson. Pass cut off by Luarchuk, kept in by Gouda. Gouda's got an open player in front. If we see him, they'll weave in front. Firing one off of Dunn and cleared by Asiago. It'll be fired up ice to be picked up and flying into the offensive zone, wristing one that's high, wide side. Gathered by Luarchuk. Swiped away by Zachi. He'll wrist it into the glove side where it stopped and held. Face off to the left of Riley in the Gouda zone. This is the Cares of Western Pennsylvania Top Cheese Summer League. I think this is the first one we'll be able to get like kind of start to finish for you. We had some technical difficulty with the other two we've tried. Got about 2 halves of games out there for you. We'll try to get you a bunch more. I think we're going to try to stream Friday. So if you're looking for something to do Friday evening, pop a bottle of wine, make some popcorn, get the big screen out, tune in right here, Cine TV, Cinnamon Swirl TV on the YouTube. Remember to subscribe to the channel. As Voigt getting it up through center where it's taken away by Gouda. Gouda weaving, can't get through. Sent back by Goldberg. Goldberg to Voigt. Voigt has Villela. Has it knocked away as he drives the middle. It'll be brought back on by Gouda. 1-on-2 with Voigt on the back check. Work to the corner and up for Villela. He has it swiped away. Gouda keeps it in the offensive zone. It'll be banked off the boards by Leneke. And a 2-on-2 develops. Kranicki and Nanavisa back to defend. The shot from Leneke comes off the pad. Picked up by Villela. He'll shoot it. Glove side and somehow bounces way up in the air. And it's cleared but not out. Asiago drives it further. Nanavisa there to defend. Gathered in by Voigt. He goes 10-2. Tapping it forward out to center. Not able to get it the whole way there, however. Puck to the corner, centering pass by Voigt. Gathered in by Gouda. Can they clear? They will. Weaving through center. Inside, outside move. Poked away by Anderson. Brought back on. A sauce attempt by Voigt. Knocked out of the air again. I think that was Nenavisa. Or maybe no, that wasn't Nenavisa. Maybe it was. Yes, it was. As he carries it up the left side. But joined by a caravan of Gouda forwards. Nenavisa will shoot one. It's off of Anderson, and back comes Asiago, trying to make it a one-goal game. A cross-ice feed picked off by the back-checking Armstrong, who cuts right in front of his own net with power, carrying it out the center. Weaving to the right-hand side. In on an onside play. Tries to dance around Anderson. Can't do so, and back comes Asiago. Asiago. Shot. Skips wide of Riley. Back to the point. It'll be Villela with a feed and a shot in by Anderson. Equal to the task is Riley. He'll try from a tough angle on the side of the net. It comes off the side of the netminder. Back trying for the point. It'll be tapped by. Can Gouda get free? A feed up for Luarchuk. He'll catch up to it towards the corner, pushing it towards the net and skipping wide of the cage. Played back to the point. I believe that's Ike tossing it further to Luarchuk. Luarchuk behind the net. Back and forth action here for Ike. Ike tries to play it across. It'll be swiped away, and in comes Foster on a breakaway. He'll shoot, and it's kicked away by Riley. We want to take a second again to thank Ryan Walker, captain of Trinity Pauling Prep School, Lear Voigt from North Star Christian Academy, who are coaching Team Gouda today, and the Hunt brothers, Brunson and Tanner, also of North Star Christian Hockey Academy in Minnesota, for coaching these boys in today's game, as it comes off the glove of Dunn in behind the net. Luarchuk will gather. Looking, centering, cut off by Voigt. Minute and a half to play. Look for Asiago to maybe pull the goaltender. As Asiago brings it up. Oh, he doesn't want to leave now. Asiago's got it in their own end. It'll be Voigt. Firing it up. Where's the Gouda defense? As screeching in behind comes Anderson. There's Riley to say no. Foster to the rebound. Anderson as they battle in front. Riley able to wedge it to the corner. And cleared down and just wide of the net. It'll be an icing call. Thought that was going to end up in 51.7 seconds left. Asiago with an empty net. Let's get a timeout. No, wait. We got 30 seconds. I love it. The Hunt brothers take a timeout for Asiago. They're setting a play up. Look at them. This is awesome stuff. The first timeout in Top Cheese history. An offensive zone draw for Asiago. Extra attacker on the ice. Four-two Gouda leads. Gouda is Gouda, but can Asiago be better? Over to Voigt. Into the middle, deflected just wide of Riley. Gathered behind by Villela. Tap to the corner. Villela in the corner. Out in front. Puck comes free. It'll be Gouda unable to clear. Armstrong gets it. Wings it back to the middle. There's Foster. He'll wind. He'll fire. Riley there to make the save. 28.6 to play. It looks like Asiago is going to put 2 big shots at the point. Martin and Zachi. Or they're just going to try to play with 37 skaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they right now have 8, now 7, now 6. There we go. 6 on 5. Goalie pulled in the Asiago net. Down the wall. Voigt in the corner, centering one just past the stick of Villela. Martin in the corner. Centers. Battled for. Kicked away. And out comes Gouda. Firing it all the way down for the empty net. And it's just wide with 4 seconds left. Barrel's going to throw us out of here in about 30 seconds. What a fun game. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here. Cinnamon Swirl TV, the Cares of Western Pennsylvania Summer League. Our broadcast partners, the Rochester Inn. Our Power Play sponsor, Brinkle Greenhouse. This is the AMLG Pee Wee League. AMLG Pee Wee League. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Good evening.